What we're having a look at here now is the remainder theorem and the factor theorem. They kind of work together. So what the remainder theorem does is it tells us that if we take a polynomial, and the function, we'll call it a function of x, a polynomial, meaning it's got a positive integer. If we divide one polynomial by another, we'll end up then, in this case, f of 2, the opposite, remember it's the opposite sign to what we've got there, equals the remainder. So if we were to take this 3x squared plus 2x minus 1 and divide it by x minus 2, f of 2, because it's a minus, f of 2 will be the remainder. So what we do to find out what the remainder is, we'll say f of 2 equals 2 squared plus 2 minus 1. So here we have 3 times 4 to give us 12 plus 4 minus 1, and we end up with 15. So if we divide this by this, our remainder is 15. That's the remainder theorem. Now, the factor theorem is an application of the remainder theorem. And it tells us that if f of a equals 0, then x minus a is a factor. So let's see how this works. I am going to substitute this, I'm going to try x minus 1. So I'm going to check if x minus 1 is a factor of that. So to do that, what I do is I substitute 1 for x, or x for 1, whatever. So f of 1 equals 1 cubed minus 4 times 1 squared, should probably put some brackets around that, minus 7, 1, oops, not 0, plus 10. So from there, 1 cubed is 1, minus 4 times 1 is 4, minus 7 times 1, which is 7, plus 10. So here we go, negative 1, minus 4 to give us negative 3, negative 10, plus 10 gives us 0. So therefore, x minus 1 is a factor. Okay, so just to recap, the remainder theorem says that if we take a polynomial, divide it by another polynomial, the remainder is equivalent to taking the negative of this and substituting it for x. And the factor theorem is an application of the remainder theorem that tells us if we've got any, if we take this polynomial and divide it by this one, we end up with 0. And we do that by substituting the opposite sign of this into the equation. If we get 0, it's a factor. And then we can do our long division and whatever else we need to do to find other factors.